The mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle. Once upon a time, in the vast and mysterious Atlantic Ocean, there was a place known as the Bermuda Triangle. This area, forming a triangle with its points at Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, had fascinated and terrified sailors and pilots for centuries. Many stories had been told about the strange and unexplainable events that occurred within this triangle, where ships and planes vanished without a trace. People whispered about the Bermuda Triangle as a place where the ordinary laws of nature didn't apply. Long ago, a famous explorer named Christopher Columbus sailed through this area on his way to the New World. Columbus recorded strange occurrences in his ship's log. One night, he saw a giant ball of fire drop into the sea, and his compass started to act strangely. This was the first known account of the Bermuda Triangle's peculiarities. Little did Columbus know that his observations would become part of one of the greatest mysteries of all time. As years went by, more ships began to disappear in the Bermuda Triangle. One of the most famous incidents happened in 1918, when the USS Cyclops, a massive naval ship, vanished without a trace along with its 309 crew members. No distress signals were sent, and no wreckage was ever found. People speculated wildly, with some believing that the ship was swallowed by a giant sea monster, while others thought it was taken by aliens. The mystery deepened in December 1945, when 5 Navy bombers, known as Flight 19, took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on a training mission. The planes flew into the Bermuda Triangle and never returned. The last radio message from the flight's leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, was puzzling and eerie. He said, "We can't find west. Everything is wrong. We can't be sure of any direction. Even the ocean doesn't look as it should." Search planes were sent to find Flight 19, but they too disappeared. This series of events left the world in shock and cemented the Bermuda Triangle's reputation as a place of inexplicable disappearances. Many theories have been proposed to explain the Bermuda Triangle's mysteries. Some people believe in the legend of Atlantis, the lost city that supposedly sank into the ocean thousands of years ago. According to this theory, the advanced technology of Atlantis still exists underwater, creating powerful energy fields that interfere with ships and planes. Another theory suggests that the Bermuda Triangle is a gateway to another dimension, where time and space are different from our own. Scientists have also offered their explanations. Some think that the Bermuda Triangle experiences unusual weather patterns, such as sudden and violent storms, which could sink ships and cause planes to crash. Others point to the presence of large amounts of methane gas trapped beneath the ocean floor. If this gas were to be released suddenly, it could create bubbles that would reduce the density of the water, causing ships to sink quickly. Despite these theories, no one has been able to provide a definitive answer to the Bermuda Triangle's mysteries. And so, the stories continue to capture the imaginations of people around the world. Children, especially, are fascinated by tales of ghost ships, underwater cities, and extraterrestrial visitors. One of the most compelling stories is that of the Mary Celeste, a ship that was found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean in 1872. The ship was in perfect condition, with its cargo intact, but the crew had vanished without a trace. Theories about the fate of the Mary Celeste range from pirate attacks to sea monsters, but some believe that the ship sailed through the Bermuda Triangle and was affected by its strange forces. Another intriguing account involves the SS Marine Sulphur Queen, a tanker ship that disappeared in 1963 while carrying molten sulfur. The ship sent out a routine message and then vanished without a trace. No wreckage was ever found, and the mystery remains unsolved. The disappearance of the Marine Sulphur Queen added to the Bermuda Triangle's eerie reputation, as many began to believe that the area was cursed. As the stories grew, so did the number of people fascinated by the Bermuda Triangle. Writers, filmmakers, and adventure seekers all wanted to uncover its secrets. One such adventurer was a brave pilot named Amelia, who decided to fly through the Bermuda Triangle to see if she could solve its mysteries. Amelia was an experienced pilot and had flown around the world, but the Bermuda Triangle was unlike any place she had ever encountered. Amelia took off from Miami on a bright and sunny morning. Her plane, the Spirit of Adventure, was equipped with the latest technology, and she was confident that she could handle anything the Bermuda Triangle could throw at her. As she flew over the shimmering waters, she marveled at the beauty of the ocean below. But as she approached the heart of the Bermuda Triangle, the sky suddenly grew dark and storm clouds gathered. Amelia's plane was buffeted by strong winds, and her instruments began to malfunction. The compass spun wildly, and the radio crackled with static. She tried to contact the control tower, but her calls went unanswered. It was as if she had entered another world, one where the normal rules didn't apply. Amelia's heart pounded in her chest as she fought to keep the plane steady. Just when she thought she couldn't hold on any longer, the storm abruptly cleared, and she found herself flying over a strange, uncharted island. The island was lush and green, with towering mountains and dense forests. Amelia's curiosity got the better of her, and she decided to land and explore this mysterious place. As she descended, Amelia noticed something extraordinary. The island was dotted with the wreckage of old ships and planes, their rusted hulls and broken wings scattered along the shore. She realized that she had discovered the final resting place of many of the vessels that had disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle. Her heart raced with excitement and fear as she landed the spirit of adventure on a grassy plain. Amelia stepped out of her plane and began to explore the island. She found the remains of ancient buildings, half buried in the jungle, and wondered if this was the lost city of Atlantis. As she ventured deeper into the forest, she came across a hidden cave. Inside the cave, she discovered a glowing crystal, unlike anything she had ever seen. The crystal pulsed with an otherworldly energy, and Amelia felt a strange connection to it. Suddenly, she heard a voice behind her. Turning around, she saw an old man with a long white beard and twinkling blue eyes. He introduced himself as Professor Magnus, a scientist who had been studying the Bermuda Triangle for many years. He explained that the crystal was the source of the strange energy fields that caused ships and planes to disappear. The island, he said, was a refuge for those who had been lost in the triangle, a place where they could live in peace away from the rest of the world. Amelia was amazed by the professor's story. She realized that the Bermuda Triangle was not a place of evil, but a place of wonder and mystery. She spent several days on the island, learning about its secrets and meeting the other inhabitants, who had all found their way there through the triangle's strange forces. Eventually, it was time for Amelia to return home. She bid farewell to Professor Magnus and the others, promising to keep their secret safe. As she took off in the spirit of adventure, she felt a sense of awe and gratitude for the incredible journey she had experienced. She flew out of the Bermuda Triangle, the sky clear and the sun shining, and returned to Miami with a story that would captivate the world. Amelia's adventure added a new chapter to the legend of the Bermuda Triangle. People were fascinated by her tale of the mysterious island and the glowing crystal. Some believed her story, while others were skeptical. But one thing was certain: the Bermuda Triangle continued to be a place of wonder and intrigue, a place where the ordinary rules of nature didn't apply. The mystery of the Bermuda Triangle remains unsolved to this day. Scientists, adventurers, and storytellers continue to explore its depths, searching for answers. But perhaps the true magic of the Bermuda Triangle lies in its ability to captivate our imaginations and inspire us to seek out the unknown. As long as there are people who are curious and brave enough to venture into its waters, the Bermuda Triangle will continue to be a source of wonder and mystery for generations to come. And so, the story of the Bermuda Triangle continues, with new tales being added to its legend every year. It reminds us that there are still places in the world where the unexplained can happen, where mysteries remain unsolved, and where the spirit of adventure lives on. So the next time you look out over the ocean, remember the Bermuda Triangle and the incredible stories it holds. Perhaps one day, you too will be inspired to seek out its secrets and add your own chapter to its ever-growing legend.